What's up, YouTubers? Your boy, Dalyxman, back again finally with another Dalyxman Q&A corner, where usually every Wednesday, but now every Friday, I answer your questions in under 15 minutes. Now, excuse me if I have trouble enunciating my words because I can't talk today. I don't know why. But if you have a question for me, please go to my Facebook page, and when I leave a post your questions, and I will get to as many of them as I can in 15 minutes. So with that said, let's get started. First question: should Naomi win the Divas title at Payback? Why not? Give her a shot. She could be good. Why not? You gave the Bellas a shot. You gave Alicia Fox a shot. Why can't Naomi have a shot? For all we know, she could be the answer to all our problems. She most likely won't be, but she's a good athlete. She has rarely gotten opportunities to be somebody. Here is a chance for her to show us what she's capable of, and the WWE should at least give her a shot. What I am worried about is when she becomes Divas champion. I don't want her to be the typical cowardly chicken shit heel that hides behind Tamina or a posse. Guarantee you, sometime down the line, she will grow a posse. There will be Alicia Fox, Cameron, and probably somebody else. It will be all black too, because that's what WWE thinks. It's another black person, gotta give her a black posse. And I'm not saying that will happen. I just see it happening. I don't want it to happen. So I would rather her be a strong Divas champion, heel or face, but guarantee you when she becomes Divas champion, she'll be a heel that runs away. But for all we know, she can make it work. Thoughts on the Voodoo Kin Mafia, aka the New Age Outlaws in TNA? I've never seen them. I've seen them in TNA. I haven't seen their work in TNA. The only thing I remember them doing is bashing Vince McMahon and Triple H and HBK. That's all I can really say about them. Not much to say. They, to me, really weren't all that important to TNA. They were great as the New Age Outlaws. They will always be great as the New Age Outlaws. And that's all I have to say about that. Thoughts on the injuries of Sami Zayn and Hideo Itami. Okay, so to answer your question, on the off chance that they are injured, it sucks. This is the worst time for both of them. For either of them, but for both of them. First off, Sami Zayn main eventing against Kevin Steen, that is a storyline that's been played up since their first fight. No, before that, since last year when Sami Zayn won the championship, and then lost it at the previous, NXT special, Rival. So, a good storyline going. He was out for a month, he came back, he wants revenge, and then weeks before the match, he hurts himself. How unlucky you have to be. And then Hideo Itami, another one. You gave him a shot at WrestleMania 31. Yes, on the pre-show. But he has this awesome match against Tyler Breeze and Finn Balor. Triple threat. It really would make sense for him to be a candidate to win. And I would love to have seen Hideo Itami versus Kevin Steen, or Hideo Itami versus Sami Zayn. We might not get that. We might not get that now, because based off of the injuries, he might be out for 6 to 8 months. No, I hope, and I say hope because this was reported by PW Insider, and usually what they report ends up being true. But I really do hope that they find a way to make it work. Sami Zayn, I see him making it. Hideo, I don't know. Hideo, I think, might actually be gone, which sucks. But Sami Zayn, I still have some strand of hope for. We'll see what happens. For all we know, they both might be there at NXT Unstoppable. Is it Unstoppable? I think it's NXT Unstoppable. 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 Whatever. I'm not going to spend all day trying to get that right. Thoughts on the current direction of TNA and how much longer you think they can last? You know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to predict the death of TNA. Not anymore. I did it before. I said that 2004, that was it. There was no way this company was going to live past 2004. And for a while, I was about to be proven right because Spike TV said, nope, you're gone. And then they found themselves on Destination America. Now I hear that things aren't working for them. They're paying their wrestlers late. I hear that they can't go on tours anymore, whether it's because of the channel not wanting them to or they just don't have the funds. The wrestlers are frustrated. They're putting out fillers to other promotions so they can leave. You know, at this point in time, here's my mentality on TNA. Do your best, survive, but if you go out of business, it's all your fault. Really. TNA has made so many stupid decisions. Yes, so has WWE, but unlike WWE, TNA is not in a position to do those mistakes. So, to me, TNA should have known better. They should have studied the history of the WWE and done things differently. They should have been different. They should have been an alternative. And now I feel like they're trying to go in that direction, but it's too late now. It's way too late. When you had the platform of Spike TV, that is where you should have done it. Now you want to do it on Destination America, where half your audience is gone. Because that's smart, right? What do I know? Direction, there is no direction. There is no momentum. There is nothing. The only thing I hear that's good are the knockouts. And they've always been good. That's nothing different. But nothing else is going on over there that's worth watching. Really. Again, if TNA survives, good. It's another wrestling promotion that wrestlers can go to and apply their trade. If they go out of business, oh well. Oh well. They have made so many mistakes, they deserve to go out of business. Now, I'm pretty sure the TNA supporters are going to hate me for saying that, but it's the truth. Who is talking about TNA nowadays? Nobody. It's not even on the freaking radar. It's not. Yes, TNA survived. Congratulations, but did you really survive? Are you surviving? You're alive, but are you surviving? Have you heard of the new Dragon Ball series? Super Series? No. I will check that out later. What would WCW be like if they won the Monday Night Wars? That's a good question. I'm going to assume they'd be exactly like the WWE. Unfortunately, they would probably hit their peak or hit this point in WWE's tenure a lot sooner than the WWE did. And honestly, the more I think about it, I'm happy they did not win the war, because I don't think WCW would have lasted anyways. The people in charge still would have gotten bored, still would have pulled the plug, and even though Bischoff had plans to take it in a new direction before it was bought by WWE, I don't think it would have lasted. I think WCW was destined to not last. So, in other words, there would be no wrestling business anymore if WCW did in fact win the Monday Night Wars, in my personal opinion. What do you think of the Iron Man match between John Cena and Randy Orton in 2009? Their best match to date. Seriously, their best match. Good match. Very good match. Do you see another invasion angle in which Triple H drops the authority to be babyface and come back to Raw with the NXT roster? I've had people ask me this for a while. I dodged the question because I don't think it was plausible. But the more I think about it and the more time goes by with the whole NXT is better than Raw, I can see it working to a certain extent. What would have to happen is, yes, Triple H would have to go babyface. But Vince McMahon would have to come back on TV too, and he would have to play the evil villain trying to put down this new generation of superstars, because I didn't create you. You are not mine. There has to be a reason, a good reason for the invasion. And if that is the reason, the company is being run by a tyrant that is trying or doesn't know that he's killing his own product. So to actually save the product, we have to take it out of his hands. Did you watch Green Ranger versus Ryu? Yes, I did. It was awesome. I felt like it was worth the wait somewhat. I'm not going to give, superpower beatdown or bat in the sun too much of a big stink about it, because that stuff takes a long time to make. It really does. For him to even say it was going to be done in December, that was pushing it a little too much. February was a much more plausible date, but then he pushed it back to May, which is understandable. I mean, guys, this is not something you can just do. This takes hours and time and camera angles and animation and graphics and working with the schedule of the actors. And for fans to give Bat in the Sun a hard time about it, I just feel like, guys, they're doing this for free. For free. They should be paid for it, but they're doing it for free. Give them time. But anyways, great fight. I thought Jason David Frank playing Tommy, first off, that was great. That was awesome. But yeah, the Green Ranger definitely should kick Ryu's ass. I'm happy he did. So great fight all around. It was very high production too. Really good stuff. A few more questions. Are you excited for the Batman Arkham Knight game? Yes, I am. I have to buy a PS4 to play it, and I will soon, but I can't wait to do it when it happens. What's your favorite superhero movie? Favorite superhero movie? I'm going to say Captain America the Winter Soldier. Favorite one so far. And then it's Guardians of the Galaxy, and then the Avengers. Both of them. I put them on the same level. Avengers 1 and Avengers 2. How do you feel about the current GFW roster, and do you think it will hold up? We'll see. I mean, I've seen the listing of it. It's a good start. I think I still have it here on my Facebook. Let me see if I can go scroll back to look at it. But I think Justin Gabriel was one of them. Here it is. Let's see. We got PJ Black, who is Justin Gabriel. Bullet Club Tag Team. Machine Gun Carl Anderson. Doc Gallows. The Killer Elite Squad. Lance Hawk. Oh, nice. Lance Archer. And Davey Boy Smith. I think that would be pretty awesome. Let's see here. Quinn Moose. Ojinaka? Okay. This also includes other wrestlers from NJPW, AAA, and more top independent organizations across the world. I like it. I think it's a good start. But that is my Q&A for today, guys. Thank you for sending me your questions. Sorry to everybody I did not answer, but I hope you enjoyed it. Give me your thoughts down below. And this is your boy, Dalyxman, signing off. Peace.